Hello everyone, and yes, it is me, John, back recording and commentating races again. This is going to be a race on Christmas Eve today. Tomorrow is Christmas. We want to wish everyone watching a happy holidays, as Christmas is tomorrow, and we wish everyone a Merry Christmas from ForceX Productions. But today, 42 of the best NASCAR Sprint Cup Series drivers are on the PiggzCreek Superspeedway to challenge this great track. You can go 7 wide here. It's a very long track, a 24-lap race, so quite a long race too. But I'm sure we're going to see some great, exciting racing. On the pole is the number 31 of Jeff Burton. He starts next to Matt Kenseth in the 17. On row 2, Brad Keselowski and Jimmy Johnson, two of the prominent drivers this past season. Row 3, Denny Hamlin, J.J. Yaley. On row 4, Casey Kane and A.J. Allmendinger and Sam Hornish Jr. and Bobby Labonte round out the top 10. And we are racing here from PiggzCreek. Jeff Burton, after making the chase from seasons 2006 all the way through 2010, these past 2 seasons, 2011, 2012, have been a struggle for the 31 team. We'll see how he does today with the Wheaties on board. Here they come off of turn 2. The 2012 Sprint Cup champion, Brad Keselowski, on the outside of Casey Kane and Sam Hornish Jr. in the 22, all the way on the bottom. Edwards all the way to the inside with David Ruderman, Greg Biffle, and Terry Labonte also. Here's they come off of turn 4. Hornish to the lead. And that number 22, he won't be driving this car next season. It'll be Joey Logano. Hornish can have another full-time stint in the Nationwide Series. And he will lead the first lap. Here they come through 1 and 2 again. And off turn 2, that's Terry Labonte in the 32. Michael McDowell, number 98. Stephen Light, 33 for Joe Falk and Richard Childress. Through 3 and 4, there's another car, the number 6 car, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. to the inside, going to take the lead, the Nationwide Series champion that will be coming to Sprint Cup full-time next season, driving the number 17 car. So we'll get a sneak peek of Stenhouse, the 2-time defending Nationwide champion. And there's Clint Bowyer and then Mark Martin. There's Clint Bowyer in the 15, there's Mark Martin in the 55. This is Brian Vickers' paint scheme, but Mark Martin drove the most races in the 55 this season. Clint Bowyer to the lead, and that number 15 finished second in the championship in his first season with Michael Waltrip Racing. It was really a great season for that 15 team with Brian Patty up on top of the pit box and Clint Bowyer inside the race car. And Michael Waltrip put 2 of its 3 cars in the chase, and all 3 in the top 10 in owner points at the end of the season. Lots of close racing going on back here. It's hard to do that. Most of the wrecks happen on the straightaways here, but we have seen some off the turns. Trouble, Denny Hamlin, there he goes up into the wall. That didn't look good, and Kevin Harvick and Jimmy Johnson are caught up in the crash. 3-car pile up, and it's 3 of the best. Hamlin, Harvick, and Jimmy Johnson, the 5-time champion, caught up in this crash. Oh, and Johnson's going to have to go on pit road. Started 4th today, and this will surely end the 48 team's day. Oh, and there's Kevin Harvick. Tough break for him. And Denny Hamlin in the 11. Won a lot of races this season, but he's going to be out of the Christmas Eve shootout on ForceX. And the leader, after the race back to the line, will be Josh Wise, the 26 car. That's the leader right now. And let's see what happened to Harvick. Well, as we were looking at the leaders, I'm surprised more cars weren't taken out in this one. This is Johnson and Hamlin right here, and it looks like they just came together. Johnson didn't have anywhere to go. He would have probably ran up into someone right there. I think that might have been David Gilliland. Into the outside wall. Harvick goes up into the catch fence. Wow, that was a scary crash for Kevin Harvick. That did not look good at all. Watch this. Wow, that looks similar to Carl Edwards' crash, but that was insane. There's a flip into the catch fence. Wow. Not really similar, actually, but just the way it hit the catch fence. Let's ride on board with Harvick. Watch this. Wow. Wow. That's a scary, scary crash. Thank God for those catch fences keeping these race cars on the racetrack. And Harvick is okay after this crash, thankfully. That did not look good at all, but this is a great testament to the track safety features and the features inside these cars. And let's go back to the green flag. Wow, I failed there. Yeah, that wasn't very good. Whatever. Joey Logano. Oh, man, they're already getting close together. I think we're okay now. I'm telling you, Kurt Busch and Clint Bowyer are close right there, but to the lead, that's Dave Blaney on the inside, then unsponsored number 36 car. And Mike Bliss, the unsponsored number 19 for Humphrey Smith, going to the lead. Also, with J.J. Gailey, there's Tony Stewart, Marcus Ambrose, David Gilliland, Kyle Busch, and Paul Menard. Now Yaley in the number 44 for a very new team. Yaley's driving this car right now. I don't think he's going to drive it for the rest of the season, though. For next season, I mean. Yaley to the lead. And Kyle Busch to the inside. Carl Edwards, Sam Hornish, Matt Kenseth, and Jeff Burton, the pole sitter, working his way back to the front as they come off too. Kyle Busch had such a frustrating season. Only won one race across the board here. NASCAR in trouble. AJ Allmendinger in the back has spun and he gets hit into the outside wall. I don't know who else was involved. I saw Casey Kane get turned. Yeah, there he is with left side damage. That'll bring out the caution again. Let's see who wins the race back to the line. Jeff Burton, David Reagan, Stephen Light, Travis Kvapil. All on the bottom, and it looks like it's going to be the pole sitter Burton or Edwards. It will be Burton at the line to lead him back the second caution of the race. Let's see what happened to Allmendinger. Alright, here we go. Oh, Nemechek got into Casey Kane right there. And around went AJ. Clint Bowyer makes contact right there. Jeff Gordon just misses it. And AJ slides up into the outside wall. Takes a hard hit right there. Alright, so let's go back to the green. Probably maybe a 3-car incident right there. AJ Allmendinger, Clint Bowyer, and Casey Kane. Let's go back green. We are halfway through, and Jeff Burton, like the start of the race, will bring him back to the green flag. 4 cars came on pit road. Casey Kane, Bobby Labonte, Clint Bowyer, and Allmendinger is still in the race. Out of the race are all 3 cars on the first wreck, Harvick, Hamlin, and Jimmy Johnson. They go down to turn 1. Burton. Kvapil way to the inside in that number 93 car. Making up some positions. Off turn 2, Matt Kenseth to the lead, number 17. And you see that Bowyer did get some damage in that, and he's losing a lot of ground on the lead pack. Tough break for another one of the top drivers, Clint Bowyer. Here they go through 3 and 4. Biffle, Ambrose, and Menard on the bottom. Kvapil was thinking about trying to clear J.J. Gailey, wasn't able to do it though. And there's Ambrose to the inside of Biffle now. Whoa, Kyle Busch is close. This is really close right here. That's Kyle and his brother, Kurt. Kurt's going to drive that Furniture Row number 78 next season, full time. Ambrose to the lead with his teammate, Eric Almirola, in that number 43. David Gilliland, there's Stenhouse. So a lot of Fords on the inside trying to get up to the front. The top three are occupied by Fords right now. Biffle is there also. Let's go in the helicopter view, and Montoya's coming off pit road, and I don't know what happened to him. Look at this back here. Wow. Landon Castle right there, number 83 in the middle. Hornish, and I think that's Dave Blaney's number 36 car. Here they go back down into turn one. And it is still Marcus Ambrose out in front. Richard Petty Motorsports Ford's looking strong out front right now. Next time by, they'll have 8 laps to go here from Piggs Creek. Third is David Stremme. Terry Labonte is in fourth, and Greg Biffle and Dale Jr. are side by side for fifth. Not anymore. Stremme goes under Almirola for the second position. There's Bobby Labonte. He came in and pitted on that caution. And here he is on the bottom, making up some positions here. Allmendinger's lost the draft. Casey Kane has lost the draft, and Boyer is way in the back. And Montoya, I'm still not sure what happened to him. Ambrose leads that lap again, and Edwards is going to get fourth here, it looks like. Dale Jr. is up in third. There's Stephen Light, number 33, making up some positions. Tony Stewart, the 2011 champion, behind him. And there's the 2012 Sprint Cup champion, Brad Keselowski, in the middle of this group. Dale Jr. looking for second under Eric Almirola. Stewart moving up some positions as well. There's Kyle Busch in the 18. 7 laps to go. Marcus Ambrose still leading this race. Doesn't seem like anyone can make a real move onto this number 9 car. And his teammate's been with him since Ambrose took the lead. Third is Stephen Light. And there's Truex to the inside, making up some spots. Great season this year for Martin Truex Jr. Close right there. That's Kenseth in the 17, and Keselowski's here as well. All the way back to the front, and it is Ambrose 3 wide. Martin way to the bottom. Almirola, he got moved off the bumper of Ambrose, and he's losing spots. And now Mark Martin goes to the inside, number 55. 4 wide for second place behind Ambrose. 6 laps to go. Michael McDowell with a big run through turn 1 of the 98 car. With Kurt Busch in the 78. Oh, this is close right here. This could cause trouble. 4 wide, all 4 close together, and there they go. Off in the grass is Mike Bliss, Paul Menard, and hard in the wall, Ricky Stenhouse barrel rolling up into the wall. Oh my gosh. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Oh no. This could be coming to the win. I don't think it is actually coming to the win, but we're going to see. That was a scary crash for Stenhouse. And it's going to be Marcus Ambrose Coming to take the caution flag for the third caution of the day. Oh my gosh, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. That was a really bad crash. Caution is out. Scary, scary crash for Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Oh my goodness. Well, this might be the worst crash I've ever commentated in. Oh, this is just so bad. Bliss Yaley forced the 19 there down into Menard and Stenhouse. Right on the ends of that wall right there. And look at Stenhouse. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, I don't know. That almost seemed like 9 times, but look how fast this is going to happen. This is a very scary crash, and I knew it was going to happen. Watch Stenhouse. 225 miles an hour into the end of that wall and up into the outside wall. We're going to ride on board with Paul Menard here and see what he saw. He was an innocent bystander in this one too. Not really, actually. He was making contact with Bliss a little bit. Stenhouse was the real innocent bystander in this one. Oh. Just the speed that they hit that wall at. Just imagine the G-force of that and how that felt inside the car of all 3 of them right there. Well, I think we've seen enough. That is a very bad crash. And now we're going to have to see who's going to be the winner of this race. Well, here we go. Marcus Ambrose is the leader. We're going to have a 1-lap shootout to decide the Christmas Eve shootout. Here on Christmas Eve, the day before Christmas. And who's going to win here up in Canada? Green flag back in the air. Ooh, Ambrose got a good start, but that's not necessarily a good thing. Now it is. Look at these two. The Busch brothers are side by side again. We've seen that a few times throughout this race. Kyle Busch. Look at David Rudiman on the bottom. Making some headway. By the way, out of the race is Bliss, Menard, Stenhouse, Harvick, Hamlin, and Johnson. I'm telling you, Marcus Ambrose, he better watch it. These guys might get a run on him in turn 3. Look at the run that Kyle Busch gets down the back. Down into turn 3, Ambrose has dominated this race. As soon as he went to the lead, there was no looking back. Can Kyle Busch get a run off turn 4? Burton way to the inside back there for 3rd. Here they come. Ambrose, Kyle Busch coming off turn 4. Doesn't look like it's going to happen. Marcus Ambrose took the lead way back on lap number 15. There was no looking back. Marcus Ambrose wins the Christmas Eve shootout. And his first career oval win. It probably won't count, but he still won the race. Marcus Ambrose takes the win here at Piggs Creek. 2nd was Kyle Busch. 3rd was Michael McDowell. 4th was J.J. Yaley. Landon Castle 5th. Rudiman, Burton, Almirola, Kenseth, and Kurt Busch rounded out the top 10. 11th through 20th, Newman, Gilliland, Nemechek, Keselowski, Martin, Reagan, Edwards, Hornish, Blaney, Light. 21st through 30th, Logano, Earnhardt Jr., Truex Jr., Gordon, Terry Labonte, Stewart, McMurray, Stremme, Quapple, Wise. And 31st through 40th, Bobby Labonte, Kane, Biffle, Montoya, Allmendinger, Boyer, Bliss, Menard, and Stenhouse at that scary crash, Ricky Stenhouse. And Kevin Harvick 40th, and Denny Hamlin and Jimmy Johnson round out the field. But Marcus Ambrose is the winner of the Christmas Eve shootout, and we wish everyone a happy holidays.